Take it away to SeaRaptor and Zap. Go get him, guys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Game 2 of 07 versus KSC. KSC has one game up over 07, but this is a best of 5. Show ain't over yet, ladies and gentlemen. Raptor, what's 07 bringing to our lineup?
07 sticking with an incomparable in their lineup, but ditching the conqueror this match, bringing Ohio. 3-destroyer lineup, Goliath, Colbert, and Stalingrad. A couple of interesting choices there. And 4 destroyers, as you maybe might expect on Sleeping Giant. Certainly has become a more destroyer-friendly, destroyer-heavy map these days. Daring, Marceau, and Double Ragnar.
Okay. Meanwhile, over on the KSC side of things, we are looking at an Ohio, a Kremlin, Double Des Moines, a Stalingrad, Gearing, Z52, Shimakaze, and Harugumo. And unfortunately, I don't know the torpedo range of our Shimakaze, so this will be a surprise for all of us.
Zap, on this map, you look at it, where would you find a torpedo lane good for 20-kilometer torps? I'm betting they're 12s.
I would imagine so, too.
I'm betting they're 12s. Well, of course, Sleeping Giant, as Bogsy and the Scots were talking about, known for the giant Thunderdome of the A-Cap. We've seen some really, I don't know what I want to say, hilarious, but certainly interesting moments in the A-Cap over the course of various events, and we'll have to see if this game produces any similar results. KSC sending Des Moines, Shimakaze, and Harugumo to this flank. From the north side, 07 bringing in Pieces of Pizza's Marceau, who looks like he's going to be able to dive this cap all by himself very quickly if he chooses.
Right.
Backed up by a Ragnar, a Colbert, and Marin's Incomparable.
Well, it's interesting he didn't go straight to the middle. We've seen plays like that before. Instead, Pieces opting to go around the side. Now, Man with RX-7, Stalingrad, just popped his radar just to say who's in the middle, and nobody's in the middle.
Nobody's in the middle.
At least, not that they can tell, but here comes Mad Dog backing into B-Cap with that daring, and now Pizza spotted momentarily as he goes into A. He should be able to secure the Thunderdome, at least for now.
Yeah, Sep's radar allowing them to know that the middle of the board is empty, and so they can pick up that daring. The daring can pick up the cap very quickly, as Pieces as Marceau sits on the edge of the A-Cap, lobbing shells at Malakin's Harugumo for some early damage, as a Stalingrad salvo comes in on Malakin as well.
Yep, and actually it wasn't Sep that radar, that was Man with an RX-7 for KSC.
Apologies, thank you.
No problem. The reason I'm bringing that up is because Sep's radar is available should it feel needed over at B-Cap. As you can see, there's no competition right now for Mad Dog, so Sep will just hold that radar even though he could actually pop it and detect Aussie Zeus right now.
07's has picked up B. They're going to grab A. They'll take the early cap advantage here, and in 3 minutes we've seen something that we haven't seen much of today, Zaf, and that is every cap belonging to someone.
That is actually a really good point. Normally, it takes a long time for all 3 of the casts to be taken. We even saw a game earlier where it was like, what, 15 minutes
15 minutes in before somebody capped the B-Cap, yesterday. Yeah. Atake getting spotted here by the Ragnar under a tremendous amount of pressure early. The Colbert, the Ragnar, the Marceau, and he's out.
Oh, yeah. That's an easy kill for 07 right there.
Just like that, KSC down on caps, down a ship here. It took less than 3.5 minutes in game 2.
Yeah.
And 07 already looking like, well, you may have won game 1, but we ain't done, kids.
This is what we see at the start of like a ranked battle or something like that, right? Destroyers charge in, one of them dies, and you're like, okay. Competitive course, very different. It's all about positioning, and Ragnar was in that perfect position to counter that Shimakaze. Note that he did not use his radar. The Shimakaze did not use the smoke.
He did not. I think the Ragnar probably radared him right away or something along those lines. I didn't pay that much attention. Let's actually check.
He's got 3 available. I don't think he used.
No, I don't think he used one. He's got all 3 of them available. So no, they just face spotted him and annihilated him.
The reason I'm bringing that up is because that Shimakaze probably knew he was effed as soon as he saw all the shells coming in. Yeah. He might as well have popped the smoke to just draw out that Ragnar radar and make one less radar available long term.
Have a look at B. Aussie Zeus is reversing into the southeast corner with his Hydro on cooldown. As the daring torps are going out for RPF, he's going to land one.
Wow.
It's a big hit.
That's an ouch right there.
That's an ouch as Aussie now lit on the surface. Mad Dog spotting him there.
So now there's the smoke, and then there's Sep's radar.
There's the radar from Sep. They're going to push Aussie off the cap at a minimum. It's a very expensive attempt to cap that point.
That's right. That's the power of radio location, right?
Yep.
You know somebody's coming from that direction.
Those were very much RPF, or radio location, thank you, torpedoes, just kind of dumping in that general direction. Having a look over on the 9-10 line, there's not a lot going on out here. 07's got 3 ships hanging out over here, but KSC not really biting. They're just kind of, it's just what? It's Cowboys gearing and Works Des Moines just kind of languishing over here. As the Ohio on this flank, that's John the Impaler, has decided to push up into mid.
Yeah, that's a very aggressive position for an Ohio this early in the match, but they probably feel like they need to get some additional pressure on here to hold down this cap. So you can see Aussie Zeus backing into B again. His hydro is available in 10 seconds, but he leaves it again.
Well, he just wanted to, I think the point there was to move out and put torpedoes downrange to just push the daring off. Mad Dog's hydro is still 35 seconds away, so it's going to be a little bit for him, as they're just going to drive John right into this cap.
Well, sure, but what I'm getting at is Aussie could have backed into B, put on his hydro. That would help John, right? With the Ohio, you detect the torps a little bit earlier.
Well, he still might. His hydro's still available.
The hydro's up now.
What I like about this play, Zaf, is that KSC, yes, they're down a cap. They're down a couple hundred points. They're not going to let it fester. They're not going to wait around to make something happen. This is what they've chosen. They're like, okay, well, let's try this. They're not going to just sit around and look around and, we don't know what to do. Well, let's try it.
That's kind of the feeling I'm getting out of A side, though. If you look at Red 5 being farmed, backing off, the Des Moines, Aegis Wings, Man with an Arc 7, Stalingrad, both just kind of sitting there. Malakin with the Haragumo coming south, trying to get some smoke on JD Red 5's Kremlin. It just feels like they're like, well, you got the Thunderdome.
He's dead already.
You can have it. Yeah, exactly.
Dead already. The Colbert has just absolutely just murdered this poor Kremlin.
Yes, but it's also Piece of Pizza's Marceau. He's just been sitting there saying, well, fine, thanks for letting me farm.
Yeah.
And now he's going to switch his guns back to John the Impaler.
Back to John, yeah.
Here he goes.
Aussie's hydro's up now. He stepped onto the cap briefly. He is lit now. I'm not quite sure how or why. So, Sep's radar's back up. I see it now. Took me a moment.
Yep, Aussie Zeus coming under fire. Yep, backing out.
Now, KSC is reorienting a bit here. They're bringing the Stalingrad. It's Man with an RX-7, and I think Aegis is kind of he's at least available to partake in the middle of the board if he wants, but KSC is down 2 ships. This is going to be tough.
I think Aegis is doing what Oxymoron did last game. He's trying to be that tripwire in case they go south. But you can see 07 has zero interest in doing that. John the Ruthless is Colbert. It's in a perfect spot right there. Why do I need to push?
I wouldn't move that ship. I'd leave it exactly where it is. It holds down that entire side of the board for you, more or less.
That's right.
John the Impaler is just playing punching bag here in the B cap. He's holding back the 07 points, but he's giving up a ton of HP to do it. His
Absolutely.
Second heal is nearly finished.
Here comes an incomparable salvo from Marin.
Now, that could be bad. Marin's position over there could spell really bad news for John.
Yeah, it doesn't do too much, but Pizza's got AP just coming right in, farming that superstructure.
You feel like maybe they're bringing Aussie in for a smoke? His smoke is available. Like, now might be not be a bad time.
Yeah.
Nope. John's going to go out right here. KSC is going to give up a battleship. I liked the play, Zaf. He moved up to stop the cap, but I kind of felt like there would be more to it, and that never really developed.
Mad Dog now getting a conga line on Man with an Arc 7 Stalingrad. Look at all those torpedoes coming.
Goodness gracious.
That hurts a lot.
That hurt a lot. He's not dead, but holy cow, is he hurting now.
07 saying, we'll see your daring and we'll respond.
Pretty much. It's kind of all 07 here. We're almost at the halfway mark of the game as the Incomparable reaches out and ends the Stalingrad's life from the 10 line.
Well, and that shot was actually through the gap.
Yes.
As Man with an Arc 7 was forced to back off.
Yep. Earlier this year, I watched Marin, I believe it was Marin, it might have been Marin, make a very similar shot on this map, almost to that exact same spot, and wipe out a Moskva in one salvo.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
I absolutely believe it.
They're going to get Malikan here down on the H line as well. It's all over for KSC here, guys.
It really is. Sepp is low, on fire. Stalingrad, he's radaring right now.
They're going to get him, I think. They'll bag him.
There it goes.
All the action at A has gone all 07's way. I mean, yeah, we're back down to where they've got 3 or 4 minutes here, but I don't see it, Zach. I don't see it.
Yep. 07 coming back from game 1 saying,
absolutely.
We're not going to take this line down.
Nope. KSC did. I mean, Aussie Zeus got in there, got the cap done, but 07 did a brilliant job of focusing out the battleship. John moves up and not really able to escape, and so now, Colbert's a bit caught out over here against the Des Moines.
He doesn't care.
Probably not. Got his heel ticking. He's also got help. The Marceau AP from the north.
Yep.
Going to do horrible things to Aegis. Here comes some torpedoes as well, just in case, just for good measure, right?
I mean, why not?
Just to make extra double, triple sure we get this kill. But the Colbert seals the deal.
That's right.
And we're now 40 seconds from an 07 win.
John the Ruther's saying, we'll see who takes the honor in this field.
That's right.
Cowboy now, it's all just over there, really.
Yeah.
They started making a push, took quite a bit to get up there. I want to go back to, you were talking about that Ohio play up in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, the problem with that Ohio play up in the middle was he was in the middle and out in the open of everything and just basically sat there and said, hey, free damage. Yeah. I think he would have been better off going up against the island by the Z-52. The two work together with the Hydro, back into the cap, smoke each other. They're a much more effective unit together than apart.
I think I see what you're saying. So, in other words, he was about 200-300 meters off of that island that was on his starboard side. If he'd snuggled up tighter to the island, denied more of the shots from the right,
yes,
from his starboard.
And the vision, too.
And the vision. And
by the way, 07 roars back with a convincing win here in Game 2.